Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month and you gain access to some really cool emotes. In addition to that, we do have open slots available. 3 slots available for the Tuesday early campaign. Which is now named Between Two Veils. Dun, dun, dun. If you're interested in that, it's a low-level campaign, so should be a lot of fun. In addition to that, we also still have an open slot in this game. It just opened up, so if you want to get in on the epic-level daddy issues, and towards the end of this story arc that we are currently doing, probably restarting, because by that point you guys are entering into epic level campaigns, and yeah, those are different. Get your foot into the door early and play with a really fun and, well, I guess entertaining group. So yeah, be sure to reach out and let me know. Without further ado, go ahead and give us that recap, Thoronadil.
That's a new one.
What, Thoronadil?
Tharandil.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna keep fucking it up, I promise you.
Yeah, I know.
It will not be intentional, but I will be fucking it up.
Right, well, let me think. It's been, what, 3 weeks since last replay? So, we were in the Lyceum in, well, not in Iman. Or is it in or outside of Iman?
Somewhere outside. No, it's somewhere in the ether, actually. It's not even in Iman. There's just a way to get to it from Iman.
Right. Well, we went to the Lyceum for, what was it again? Sorry, I'm just out of it today.
No, that's fair. You guys came here, because Mirian wanted to, reach out to the school and see what it is he's going to be doing as a professor before you guys go help Lily with their scavenger hunt that all of you don't realize the devastating repercussions of quite yet. Nobody else realizes, but yeah.
Yeah, well, we did realize that there's we've got approximately 6 months until there's some sort of meltdown thing that will happen, so we'll need to get some rare ingredients and stuff for Lily to be able to fix that. And while at the Lyceum, we did speak with Thunderbrand and a few others to hopefully point us in the right direction to get this thing sorted. We had a bit of downtime there as well, and yeah, stuff happened. That's about the gist of my recap this time.
Alrighty, cool. So, Miriam met the current senior professor, as there is no Archmage of Necromancy currently. One Professor Quillsnatcher. And realize he's been doing a completely fucked up job since he's a tenured professor held to no actual standards by anybody else, and nobody else could have replaced him since then. And after realizing he's been sending students astray, not caring about their educations whatsoever, not taking his job seriously, Miriam decided that he was going to bring this all up to Headmaster Lyceum herself. And we left off with her looking at you, Miriam, and just going, Miriam, pleasure to see you today. What can I do for you?
Yes, a pleasure to see you as well, Headmaster. Unfortunately, I need to bring some disturbing revelations that I've discovered going on with the building, with the School of Necromancy. And I just look at Quillsnatcher.
His eyes are still bugging out of his head, coming to the realization that she's nice to someone? Oh. So this is going to be a conversation we finally have to have. Very well. She'll open up the door to her beautiful, beautiful observatory she has at the top of the academy. Both of you come on inside.
Who was following me? Because I know a couple party members were.
Cosette was, but you told
She's
her
not
to
going to be allowed in here for this.
Yes, you told her to go with your party members, I think. Unless you wanted
Right.
your party members to come in.
Well, who wants to see Who wants to see a teacher get chewed out?
Oh, and Dendu does. This is exponential learning experience.
I'd love to see this. This is worth it.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Are
your
these
puppet
other
as well,
individuals coming into my office?
If you would allow, they can definitely provide third-party sites to what I also witnessed.
Out of all of your traveling companions and family, I think the one who is the most likely to speak honestly against you, if it need to arise, would be Lily. But seeing as she is not here, she'll snap her fingers. Lily, you're currently destroying so many dummies right now with your various different guns and spells and everything that you're working on, and you see a portal open up right next to you where Headmaster Lyceum looks through it. Lilixa, please step through.
Oh, hello, Headmaster.
Step through
Just
now.
a second. And Lily's gonna real last punch this dummy that just blows its fucking head off because it's a dummy, and then she'll go through the portal because she knows how quickly that is.
Yep. Very well. Quill Snatcher, if you would not mind, please sit over at that end of the table. Miriam, you sit at that end of the table. Lily, you may sit in between the two of them, and everybody else, please stand against the wall.
Am I already in trouble
In trouble?
for the dummies? Or did Azura talk to you? Okay, no, we'll get to that, I guess. If
We
it's
will
not-
get to that after this, I suppose.
Well, fuck.
So, Professor Quillsnatcher, seeing as you are the tenured professor here for the School of Necromancy, I suppose I should hear your rebuttal to whatever accusations that Professor Skyspeaker is going to be giving towards you. Is there anything you wish to come forth with before the accusations are laid? You see... No, not really. Let's just see what he throws out there. As expected. Yes, Professor Skyspeaker.
Thank you, Headmaster. I suppose I should go from the top. It seems that several of the students, one, do not understand personal... I don't want to say hygiene, because they at least smelled all right, but some of them were actually dying from malnutrition because they didn't understand that you still need to eat things as a necromancer. And apparently not blood. I'm going to assume that that's more of a stigma. I flip my page to the next bit of my notes. I was interviewing my new assistant, and she noticed that she had a problem with the dissection of the corpses, so I went to investigate the mortuary. On which I discovered that whoever has been assigned to look after the mortuary has apparently been neglecting their duties, as I found several playing cards, alcohol, and several ashtrays of rather fine cigars permeating the area. Upon which
Inside
I-
of the mortuary.
Yes, ma'am.
Continue.
Upon which I went to investigate the condition of the cadavers, in which I've discovered that all but 3 have decayed to a point of rot and bile, and unfit for any form of educational purposes. Judging from the number, I believe it was 16 initially that were in the morgue.
I believe that number is clearly speculative. If they are in fact bile, there's no way to possibly count the bones individually and see. And she just
Well-
looks over at him. He has seen more bloodshed in the past 2 years than you have experienced in your entire life. I will assume he is correct in counting the bodies.
Also, I was gonna say, doesn't the morgue usually have a, record of all these sort of things?
Yes, I could not find that when I was examining the mortuary.
Oh, shit. Tulsha, pay attention. Miriam's about to go fucking beast mode.
And next, upon discovering that, I went to confront Professor Quill Snatcher, at which I discovered him currently, what's the expression, making out with a bottle of whiskey.
That was apple juice, sir. Tolsha, would you do me the honors of sniffing his breath, please?
I will do so.
You go over there, roll me a poison supplies check utilizing wisdom.
Alrighty. Guidance.
Hmm.
24.
Aged whiskey, 60 to 65 years, somewhere Marquesian.
Aged whiskey, 60 to 65 years, somewhere Marquesian.
During which hours was this taking place?
In the last half hour.
So still during operational school hours.
Correct, ma'am. At which I demanded the name of the student who was supposedly in charge of the mortuary, where I was then informed that their family apparently supplies quite a bit of money to the Lyceum, and I should... How did you put it, Professor? Be careful not to ruffle any feathers?
That's racist, sir. That is not something I would ever have said. I've heard you say that exact phrase on numerous occasions, Quill Snatcher. Please refrain from lying inside of my quarters.
Would you like a zone of truth?
No need for it. Inside of this chamber, I can sense any deception whatsoever.
Understood.
Oh, by the way, Thoronadil, it's very subtle, but the magecraft inside of this room is on a different level than the rest of the Lyceum. There are so many runes of so many different magics and protections. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah, I'm just standing in the background, sort of observing.
Sorry, you said that, and then I couldn't help but think of what's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Is that the end of your accusations, Professor Skyspeaker?
I believe so, unless you would like me to name the individual who was supposed to be in charge of the mortuary, the one I was attempting to bring upon academic probation.
Do you believe drawing the Aya? Actually, she'll address Lily at this point, being that Lily is known for being a little bit more mischievous in the school. Do you believe drawing the Aya of the headmaster towards this one student in particular would be necessary? Or do you think that it should be handled by their senior professors?
I mean, that's if you really want to get that student expelled or something for something stupid. Which, out of character, just a reminder, that there was the whole thing, he brought it up, and he was like, oh, we'll just expel them and whatever, and I don't remember if that was brought up.
No, was not mentioned yet.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, there's that, and also, I didn't write notes for this because Lily wasn't there, but I do remember there was just, he gradually didn't show the care for students, like their education. That's just as a reminder. It's been weeks, so I know.
Yeah.
Right. I have testimony from
Cosette.
Cosette that he effectively is very laissez-faire with his teaching.
So go
If I'm
ahead.
using that word right.
Put it into character.
Sorry.
But no, in character, Lily did bring up the whole expelling a student thing because it's like that seems a bit I don't know, extreme, or at least because that would be grounds for it, but it should be handled by, you know, their mentor or senior sort of scenario, because they're supposed to teach it right, you know. Don't.
Wait, I had bribes on my desk?
The hand.
Oh, the hand.
I mean,
Okay.
if you interpret that as a bribe, it was actually just a gesture of, hey, welcome, and put it there on the table for you. Like, you can have this. It's a present.
Right.
Presents.
However you wish to interpret it, go right ahead. It's
It's technically an illegal source of necromancy.
I don't know, I
Illegal
think-
to make, not to own, I think is the
Yeah, but if they're still alive,
well, it's
Oh,
the hand of a
yes.
living murderer. Yeah.
Hmm.
but a hand of questionable origins.
Yes, there's also the hand that was left on my desk, apparently a gift. And also testimony from Cosette of the teaching of the last few, at least as long as she's been a student, has been very lacking direction after a certain point, if I'm being generous.
Is that everything?
I believe so.
Professor Quillsnatcher, your rebuttal, please. I won't lie. I may have been a little lackadaisy with the students as of late. To be fair, I feel as if our wing has not been receiving the proper funding that it should, or representation within the school itself. Our recruitment numbers have been getting lesser and lesser over the last years that I've been the tenured professor, and as such, I accept responsibility for all of these acts, but I ask you to consider that I have been completely left by myself without assistance or guidance from the rest of the Lyceum. So what? If we don't have a watchful eye on you, you're going to drink alcohol during the day, disregard your students completely, and let them ruin the little funding that you are receiving because you just don't give a damn. Lady Lyceum. Headmaster. I am no lady, sir, any more than you are a gentleman. Headmaster, I'm apologize. I was misguided in many of my dealings, and I have been... I really should learn to do better. And I will, now that I have had all of my follies pointed out to me. Your simple words, you're just regurgitating what you think will keep you here in any amount of good grace.
Headmistress, if I might have bring something up.
You may.
Professor Quill something or other. He's the only other experienced necromancer in the Lyceum other than Miriam, correct?
No. But he is the only professor other than Miriam.
Well, I mean, I literally sort of just got brought into this, but from what I have seen, it's clear he is not teaching material. He as a teacher, he is absolutely how do I put this gently, utter trash at it. But he had to have gotten, like, was he made professor because of nepotism, or was he actually skilled at necromancy?
I will not be belittled by a student here. Would you wish to challenge her to a duel? And
Wait,
he
was that the
immediately...
headmistress talking?
Yes, that was the
Okay.
headmistress. And he
No.
immediately silences when she offers that. Then you will listen carefully.
So I wasn't finished. I didn't know if that was, I didn't know who was talking on that one.
Yeah, sorry, that was her.
And I don't mean that as a sort of offense. I just mean it in terms of he's. So I'm actually trying to think about thoughts now. So obviously he can't teach, but he can still help out with any sort of necromancy sort of experiments, projects, and whatnot. He had to have gotten professor through his skill if it wasn't nepotism. I wasn't saying it is. I'm just saying that that's the only other way. So obviously take him out of a teaching position and putting him somewhere where he could be useful and more productive was my suggestion. And that's it. The ultimate decision's up to you. That's just what I've sort of kind of figure out here. Sorry if I'm overstepping my boundary with it.
You are not, and that is why I asked for you to come here. Your lack of tact leads to you making very analytical decisions. It's the one constant on, well, the few reports I've received from teachers educating you. That's been positive, at least.
Oh, thank you.
However, my hope in gaining a second professor of necromancy was that we would be capable of finally expanding this school and college so we can get past many of the taboos of this ancient art and study. However, I do agree we cannot leave him directly in charge, so hence by we are revoking your status as tenured professor. You are losing your tenureship completely, which puts you immediately onto probation. Any other actions outside of what is appropriate by a teacher of the prestigious Academy of the Lyceum will lead to your ultimate relocation. Thoronadel, history check. 21 will do it. Relocation is an ancient practice within the maging professions where a mage gets so far beyond the scope of mortality that they are deemed too dangerous to maintain their knowledge of academics and has all of their memories taken from them and relocated to work a very simple job somewhere in the world.
Oh.
Oh, you might be muted if you said something.
If I might make a suggestion.
And Who are you?
My name is Thorndale. But I'm thinking Professor Quillsnatcher here. He's, obviously, I mean, somewhat talented, right? Seems a waste to... Oh, why is there a reason there can't be two professors of the same school?
Oh, he will maintain his status as professor. He's just losing his status as tenured and put on probation. Whereas if he's
right.
caught against it, he will then be relocated. And you are familiar with this? You are?
Yes, I am.
Very well.
Why are you asking him?
Oh, I was asking you. Relocation is not something we typically speak about.
No, it's kind of a, well, barbaric practice, to be honest.
In some circles, it may be.
Well, objectively.
I will communicate with you later.
Right.
Regardless, as your status as tenured professor is revoked and you are now placed officially on probation, Miriam, or Professor Skyspeaker, we are going to be assigning you or your simulacrum to the head professor position within the School of Necromancy, and they are going to be taking full responsibility for the academic study of each of the students, starting first with a mandatory summons to the athletic arts.
Muscle mage.
Oh, we have to put the shadow kids in the gym class.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like health class, because, remember, nerds. But yeah, they need to learn how to take care of themselves properly based off of drinking blood.
I have the
Yeah.
feeling that Professor Thunderbrand is, when he's not tenured for the other stuff, he's in charge of that one.
Oh, he actually hates that one so fucking much.
Does he?
Oh,
okay.
yeah, all the students always complain nonstop, and he loves it.
But hang on, does he not have a, shouldn't there be some sort of like a union representative or something here?
No. We do not do that at this academy. You see, the Lyceum Academy has been handed down by my family to whichever mage is the most powerful to represent the school and protect it. Currently, me. And as such, our entire job and purpose is to continue the academic studies of ancient arts that, without our protection and guidance, would one day be destroyed by those that wish to threaten it, as of late Trent Ickathon.
Right. So it's sort of an authoritarian system. Got it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, fair enough.
You only ever need one leader.
Okay.
Elf arguing with Goliath.
Yes, well, we have a council. We have a muscle mummy.
The problem I have sort of with that is that leaders with too much powers usually end up being, well, I know I'm not going to like corrupted, but very often their ego tends to inflate to a point where they are unable to properly receive feedback that are contrary to their own expectations or wants.
Oh.
Leading to them potentially, well, disregarding vital information because it doesn't suit their perspectives.
Are you saying that you believe my ruling and verdict on this mage who has been sullying the name of this academy, degrading the students, putting them in harmful bodily way, and disregarding their academic studies and the study of necromancy being lost because of their negligence has been too harsh?
No, I was just making a point on the whole concept of authoritarianism.
Ah, your point is noted.
All right.
And to be fair, that's why there's people like me who just like to call people out on their bullshit.
Regardless of all of this, Miriam, this is my verdict. You will be appointing yourself and your simulacrum to the head of the academic studies of necromancy henceforth.
Thank you, headmistress.
Professor Quillsnatcher, I expect an extensive report on the current funding, available resources, academic studies, potential students that are trying to transfer into your school of practice, as well as a report on all known activities of the students, their known classes, preferences, their skills, adaptations, their next generations of studies, and everything else to be on his desk by dawnbreak in the morning. Yes, headmaster. Well, as such, Professor Quillsnatcher, you are dismissed. Thank you. And he very sheepishly steps up and kind of slinks his long neck into his shoulders and walks out.
And now that that's done, we're all done with our business here. And oh wait, no, that's.
Sit down.
Yeah, I'm aware. Right. Sorry, that was old Lily speaking.
Explain.
You might want to get a new cup of tea. It's going to be a tale.
She just blinks at you.
And Lily will go through the explanation and the measures that she's done, including talking to the abjuration professor to help get aid on containing the crisis that is occurring. She's looking pretty sullen by the end of it, but for the sullen, but for the most part, upright and as if she's ready to get yelled at, kind of thing.
So you mean to tell me that you have, as an independent study, makeshift and formed a cataclysmic artifact that would be capable of decimating the entire portion of a coastline, if not continent, but if successfully implemented, would be capable of regurgitating magical energy and powers in order to imbue it into the realm and assist individuals with crafting magic and spells to better society as a whole.
And also, I had the thoughts to even try to heal the land of Jorhas a bit, but that's more or less sums it up.
And you wholeheartedly believe that if you are successful, that these things can actually transpire.
Yes. I know for a fact that if I'm successful, this can all be a potential for it.
Now, it is very good that you have ambition, Lily. However, you understand that anything higher than a 5% failure rating is something that needs to be under the watchful eye of one of the pristine academies. And something of your cataclysmic scale should have been noted to the Lyceum before you began your research and study.
I mean, yes, ma'am.
What is your probability of failure in retrieving all of these necessary components within the following 6 months?
Do you want the rational answer? Sorry, I'm trying to think how she'd say this. Do you want the logistical number, or do you want what's going to happen? For sure.
I want the probability.
I don't know what it is, Joey, in real life, but Lily will blurt out the actual mathematical probability.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
All right. Do. gonna flash that genius just because I want to show off. Oh, that's my last flash. Fuck.
You're around a 67% success.
Damn it, not 69.
Nope. So, we have a 33% chance of decimating a large portion of Xhorhas, which, because of your association with the Lyceum, could be seen as an act of war after Xhorhas just got out of a war with the Empire. And after we just ended that same said war by our aggressive maneuverings into their country.
If it's any consolation on that political front, one of the reasons I didn't send it was because I wanted to make sure the disassociation was valuable and that you could potentially, not associate with me if it came to this.
Unfortunately, the moment you become a student of the Lyceum, you are associated with us until the day that your recognition within the Lyceum is revoked. As such, anything that you do is a reflection of all of us as well.
I'm sorry
Why?
that I put you, everyone in this position. I'm every time I do an experiment, I always double check my plans, schematics, triple check. You could say I'm a perfectionist, even if I don't, usually show it. And this is like one of the few times I decided to cut a damn corner.
Well, by the sounds of it, you have made an exceptional learning experience out of this devastating circumstance. Do not cut corners.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
On the bright side, we know what we're looking for to fix this.
good. I would hope so. And you have a known route in order to find said objects?
For one of them currently, yes. We're actively pursuing it, and we're heading there after we got Myriad set up here at the Lyceum.
As well as after we get a quick rest, unless we can get to Marquette very quickly.
I'm sure somebody here has a way to send you to Marquette.
Well,
You are going to have to make your introductions to the Hand of Ord, of course.
we do have know of an item that might be able to get us there now. That bottle of Marquesian booze. Looking to Miriam, the one that Quill Snatcher was drinking from. Would that not serve as a focus for teleportation, as the item associated with it?
Keep forgetting I use teleportation from the robes, not myself. Because I forgot that item existed.
Well, if it's teleportation you want, I could try that. Well, I went to Marquette a while ago. Might look a bit different now.
When you went to Marquette last time, was it, nice and sunny and green grass everywhere?
Oh yes, quite green and lush forests and. all
Oh,
that.
you're in for a treat or surprise.
Huh, right. I suppose this is also related to that cataclysm.
Yeah. Pardon the late introduction, headmistress. This is Thorandil. I mentioned him in my explanation when I accidentally conjured him. He's from very long ago. When I can't remember the actual date. as a player.
Very long ago.
You can just say
Very-
Order of the Scribe from freaking whatever that continent that got blown up was.
Oh, from not Aor. Yeah, well, it's
Shattered, where the Shattered Teeth exist now.
yeah. I can't remember what it was called though. And he is going to aid us in this endeavor. I hope.
Oh yes. I mean, I need some of the things as well.
Well, you are belonging to which school of practice?
Order of the Scribes. I surmise that I'm probably the last member of it.
She will reach into her desk, pull out a tome, and hand it over to you. As per usual, whenever there is a mage found outside of their own time because of their dealings with magic and research, we always extend the option for them to study within the Lyceum in order to better acclimate themselves to our era, as well as the opportunity to preserve their magics. Recently, we have found 2 of the last Blade Singers who have granted us the baseline knowledge of the Blade Song in order to produce those types of students academically here at the Lyceum in the future. If you would be so inclined, we would be more than happy to offer you research, tomes, any investigations you wish to take in order to familiarize yourself, and in return we simply ask that you express the knowledge of the scribe within this tome and allow the Lyceum to carry on its legacy.
Yeah, that seems reasonable enough.
Very well.
It would be good to get some competent scribes again.
It would be. I, unfortunately, only have one instance of knowledge of the scribes themselves. She reaches onto her desk, picks out a particular pen, and holds it horizontally in front of her. When she releases her grip on that, it begins floating independently and then drops down to the table and writes hello on the table.
Ah,
It's me.
What you're looking for?
interesting. Seems like Well, is this just it didn't come with an owner, sort of?
That is a curious predicament around this particular quill. It belonged to a Peter Quill. Once, a long time ago, during the Order of the Scribes, heyday, before they ever came to the Lyceum to become members here, he was going to be a transfer student, and unfortunately, through surges of magics, found himself possessing his own quill that he has. So he now lives within the quill, and all of our research suggests that he is incapable of transforming back to once he once was. However, his soul would be capable of moving on to the afterlife would we destroy the quill. However, he writes very boldly down on the table, "Don't fucking do it." He is very insistent on continuing his existence as a quill.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a curious item. I thought at first maybe it was just like a sentient mind, or a manifested mind that had sort of been freed somehow, but I guess it's just
Quite the
possession.
opposite.
Right.
I kind of look to Miriam and Lily and just like, I wonder if a soul transference would work to get him out of that quill into, like, say, a artificial body.
I mean, we can focus on that project after we deal with the big crisis that we currently have.
Yes, please, all of you. Sorry. Pursue your current crisis that needs to be handled, and during your journeys, please fill out that tome. It is connected to a sister tome here that I will have on my desk, receiving all of the information that you scribe into it. Okay?
Yeah, sure, yeah, I'll do it when I have time.
Of course, whenever you may. And, of course, if you require resources from the Lyceum, Miriam, please treat him as one of your companions, as you seem to be very fond of sharing your resources with all of them that the Lyceum has to offer.
Do I detect a hint of irritation at that note?
You're not supposed to, but it's kind of like taking pens from the facilities closet. Like, come on, man. Yeah, whatever.
That's something Lily would
What
do.
have I given from the Lyceum?
You just let them buy whatever they want while they're here.
They're paying with money.
Sure. And he's still going to pay. It's just you're able to offer him the resource. And whenever they want to research something, you can research here. Like, you've done some overlappy stuff. Which is, like, it's one of those come on, but, you're fine. It's frowned upon. It's not illegal. It's... And Lelixa. In the future, if you are going to be producing any world-changing magics, I would highly recommend that you do a full written analysis and report and send it over to me to look at for you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not going to stop progress. I, for one, fully believe that we need access to more magic within the realm, shared across more individuals, especially in locations where it is harder to come by. However, there are certain safety precautions that I would rather you aspire to.
Right.
And I believe you've learned your lesson, correct?
Yeah.
Very well.
To be fair, this is my last big thing. Well, second last. The other thing's not gonna be this big.
Whatever it is, I would rather you go through a proper channel. And I am not here to stop you from your research. If you would have brought this to my desk a year ago, I would have told you that it was not the time to do it at the end of the war. But seeing as you already have, this is a project that I, for one, would stand behind.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course.
I think I was going to, but there was a lot going on at the time because of post-war stuff and shoot, what was going on right then? I know I thought about it before and
Burns' wedding that I was not invited to.
Oh, jeez.
There was chaos involved in that due to my mistake.
So I heard from colleagues.
And we're never going to let her live it down.
Regardless, thank you all very much for taking the time. Professor Skyspeaker, thank you for bringing this to my attention. Thoronadil, welcome to the Lyceum as a partial member, let's call it.
Well, I prefer being sort of a freelance at this moment, if you will.
Oh, very well, if you prefer.
But I'd be happy to be like a consultant, I suppose, maybe. But I don't want to like group myself in with kind of a faction at this point, if you will.
Very well. Consultant it is. You will be the second, I believe, consultant that this group has bring forth to us in recent history.
Who's the first?
That was you guys, right? Who brought over the necromancer?
Oh, the one I had under my control?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of those two Blakes...
Wasn't that a lich?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Of the two Blade Singers, was one of them Zast?
Yes, it was. Though,
Okay.
for her own safety, do not speak openly about her being a blade singer until she has refined her skills to the point where we are not strictly concerned about the legacy of the blade singers being destroyed by aggressive individuals.
Understood. And has resources been provided to help with their village and getting them reintegrated?
100%. Yes. We are in the talks of forming a conversation between them and Singorn. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's from what I remember them saying. They thought they were the last ones that they lost contact with Singorn.
Yes. Marion, lastly, before you all are dismissed, I have had time to look over your proposal for your new spell. There was a few ethical questions that I had that I needed you to clarify. I'm sure it's going to be easy for you to work within these limitations and provisions. And she hands you over a stack of about 25 pages.
Of course.
Very good. I expect a revision of this sometime within the next 6 months. Very good. Everybody, you are dismissed.
Yeah, I'll have the documents to help with the assistance up to you, and if we don't immediately leave, ma'am.
Prioritize that 67% over my convenience, please. Or sorry, 67%. Yeah.
Well, it's plans that should help you better manage where to use the magical. Yeah, you'll see what I mean when you get them.
Very well. You all are dismissed.
Yep,
Here.
and Lily will go.
Yeah. There was one. Right, so we know of the location of where we might find the lifeblood of a living forest, right?
Yes, we need to go to Marquette to get an item that will take us to one of the realms.
Yeah, so we need to go.
Right.
We decided on it was either going to be Lalakuza, which is the plane of cannibals that get strong from eating things, or Condrix, which is the plane of tyrannical elves.
Religious elves.
Yeah, there's also Feywild and Volition as options, but we're like, no, let's not go to those two places.
You know, I have a dumb idea, Joey. Can I remember the tiefling? I believe it was tiefling worshiper of Asmodeus from the other realm that we met in the Shadowfell.
Right.
Buckle.
Yes.
Could I do a quick sending to him to ask him what the name of his realm is, by the off chance that it's one of those two?
Wait. Who?
I believe his name was Buckle from the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
The follower of the Church of Asmodeus.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. Whew, wow, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was.
I just want a quick
this-
sending.
yes. Shoot him a
just
sending.
to see- Yeah.
Does sending work across planes?
It does, but roll a d20 first. You have a 5% chance that it fails. Don't roll a 1. Okay, go ahead and send your sending.
Hey, it's Telsh. It's been a while since we talked. Out of curiosity, what's the name of your realm called?
A moment goes by. And then a very sleepy reply comes. The name of my realm, I'm on KOMARTAR. Do you mean the actual world? Oh, well, that's... And because I don't want to have spoilers for the Saturday group, I'm not going to name it, but it is not any of those worlds.
Okay.
It's still a running joke that we're doing Illivorn. Where they have no idea, and I have not admitted. There's a group playing in KOMARTAR, and that's just the continent they're on. And the name of the world has just never been talked about. Like, every time it comes up, we just immediately go, oh yeah, that's from, and then move on.
Okay, I just thought in case it happened to be one of those two, we might have a contact by some random chance.
Oh, that would have been funny.
That it would have been funny if it turns out it was one of those two.
Here's the thing you need to consider. We will be going into unknown territories, and we will be the enemies and the foe. So you got to ask yourself, are you happier killing cannibals or religious zealots? Either way, I'm good on killing whoever, of course.
I mean, that's because thanks to our shared experiences and traumas, we are theoretically, like, by definition, sort of sociopath psychopaths now.
Andrex has the downside of it being more powerful individuals come from and more regressive when it comes to magic from what we researched. Where, if correct me if I'm wrong, Joey, but arcane magic is looked down upon, but religious magic is looked more highly upon, correct?
In the cannibal world, yes.
No, for Kondrax, that's Lala Cruza was cannibals.
Oh shit. Kondrax, let me get that.
Oh, theocracy.
Yes, I remember Kondrax being an elven theocracy, which
Oh yeah, they don't understand or like arcane magics at all. They are very third world esque, but their
Witchcraft.
divine magic is yeah.
so Kondrax has likely will have an easier time trying to find the tree due to it not being a 90% jungle world. But we'll have to deal with the theocracy of that world. And the fact that arcane magic is looked down upon, which looking to 3 individuals with a party that arcane might not be a good thing. Meanwhile, Lala Cruz is, again, cannibals. And we'll probably spend more time trying to find the correct tree.
Also, we only know of we might be able to get an object to Lara Cruza and on Corral. We don't know about the other one at all.
Yes. And yeah, we already ruled out Volition just because we have to walk through to get out.
I mean, to be fair about the whole tree thing, I can figure out a way for us to talk to trees, or at least I can talk to trees. Kind of like Kurt that one time. Or a couple times.
Perfect.
Does anyone here know the locate object spell?
I do.
That should work.
It only works within a certain range, if I remember correctly.
And we have a flying ship.
Wait, I thought you gave that to...
I
can't
got it
remember.
back.
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he did say he got it back.
Okay.
What's she gonna do with that ship?
Keep it because it's cool. I mean, that's what Lily would do.
Why have a fake ghost ship when you can have like a real actual ship?
Can your ship fly?
No, but it doesn't need to.
Well, we've got some time to think about it, so it's been a day. Let's, take care of whatever, get some rest, figure out how we'll get into Marquette, and yeah.
Is today Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, Joey?
Fuck, Wednesday.
Sunday.
Okay, I was wondering, because...
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Is it daytime or nighttime in Alcaro right now?
For fuck's sakes,
Interplanar crap. It could be
I
any
know.
time of day.
Because you said that the auction is every Wednesday night.
We'll say daytime just to make my life easier.
Well, the auction occurs every Wednesday night, and today's Wednesday.
So we'll have to teleport there now and then find out where the auction is before night.
Yes.
Well, do you have a newly updated, like a journal or a painting from this place that I might look at?
I present map. The archaeologist is also the cartographer.
Right. Well, a map is not the same as a painting. I need the specific place I need to envision for the teleportation.
Oh, you don't need to do that. I have pieces of Tulsha's vineyard.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. We do have the vineyard there.
It'll be a bit of a walk after we teleport, but shouldn't be. How far is the vineyard from Ankarel proper?
Wait, you own wine?
Vineyard.
Oh, fuck. We
On
asked
Harel.
this before. I forgot. I forgot it's that far away.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the students passing by will, I'm sorry, Professor, you were discussing trying to travel to Ankarel through teleportation means?
Yes, we were.
We have a student in the lunch hall right now who is from Ankarel. More than likely they have something from their home.
If anything, we could just take them.
Wait, what?
We're not,
I do not want to be an accessory, and they just run.
we just need one of this, one of the teeth, or a nail or something.
Adendu,
the pound of
we are
flesh.
not kidnapping or maiming any fellow students unless they're assholes.
It's not kidnapping, it's called personal experience in the field.
Most of the
Well, let's
students
do
here
that
aren't
one.
ready for that.
If he was made, or the student was made in Ankarel, we could just take a strand of hair.
Now, this is an interesting question, Joey. Does conception or birth?
Birth matters, not conception.
Oh man, why did we end up in this like little shack?
That's you. Oh no, it's the love shack.
That's a good song.
That's a good one.
Cannon. Let's go find this student then.
Right.
Oh wait, what was the? We have to when we get there. We have to check in with the what hand?
The Hand of Ord.
I'm gonna assume there's the security of this. town.
So, do any of you speak Marquesian? God damn, I love this group. So,
Comprehends language?
that doesn't teach you the cultures. When you naturally know a language, you will also know the culture surrounding that language as it is usually taught.
Man, where's Kuma when you need him?
Okay, yeah, Hand of Ord. You guys don't know what the fuck that is.
Hey, we've got time to research some stuff.
Sure, go ahead. You go ahead and do a little research.
Where's that Marquesian student?
All right, so you guys go down to the lunch hall and
Hey, are you from Marquette? Are you from Marquette? Where's the Marquesian student at?
intimidation.
No, I'm kidding. That's
I'll go over to the one student that probably looks exotic. Or...
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Rambo.
I'm a doctor. Can I detect facial structures?
Roll me a medicine check.
Someone like Grandpa Twitter again.
So, Thoronadil begins doing a racism. And Miriam successfully does a racism. That kid looks Marquesian.
Hey.
Well, he has the high big cheekbones, you know? Like.
Yeah, but Mirren's is the nicer racist.
Yeah, his is medically induced.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck you. I'm not gonna appear. I'm gonna appear like behind them and like gesture to the table.
Hello.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a transfer student from Marquette.
They immediately stiffen, and everybody at the table just points at him.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, Professor. How can I help you today?
Oh, don't worry, you're not in trouble. I just have a need to get to Marquette rather quickly. I was wondering if you would be willing to share an artifact of home that I may use for teleportation.
Do you need an artifact?
Were you born there?
Yes, I was.
I'll go over and pluck a hair
I
from his
stop
head.
him from maiming a student in front of
Maiming?
everyone.
Oppose athletics.
I count as a large creature when pushing people.
Yeah.
He also
Yep.
has reach.
Do I get it?
I'm just enjoying the.
I just want the
Yeah.
wizards to do an athletics check. That's all I
I have
want.
advantage.
All right.
Oh, we tied!
Oh,
Oh.
it goes in favor of the aggressor. Thoranadel is very aggressive right now. Ow!
With that nat 20 as well. Oh, my bad. Nat 19. Sorry.
Two
Lily
wizards do a slapping contest.
Lily slides in. Would you like to join? You have interest in joining the Artificing Club? Much less wizards trying to get in your personal business about anything. Sometimes.
Roll me persuasion.
God damn it. Oh no.
I'll-
God damn it.
That's about right.
The
They know
student
the
starts
rumors.
tearing up.
I'll flip him a gold coin for
Oh.
the hair. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, totally, no problem.
I'd like to ask a question of you as well. I'm sorry for the ambush, by the way.
Sure.
We need to know a little bit more about Ankara. Do you know what the Hand of Ord is?
Excuse me, everybody, and he excuses himself from the table. Can we go discuss this someplace else?
Of course.
Okay. And he will begin walking over to like the side area of the cafeteria. Clearly, a lot of teachers and students are just watching your group as it just looks like a bunch of, at this point, legendary adventurers, a random ancient elf, and a professor of the Lyceum School of Necromancy is now interrogating a student.
This kid's gonna have so much street cred.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, what school is he part of?
you,
What
you're gonna hate this so much. Divination.
You should have seen this coming then.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say I don't have anything against divination. That was all Natalie.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're reading these
so-
tea leaves.
The Hand of Ord, are recognized as the secret police of Ankharel. They serve Jaman Sa'ord directly as the patrolling force that ensures the safety of Ankharel.
Oh, we know him.
Them, Jaman Sa'ord is a nondescript individual.
I immediately put my. Of course they are. Thank you for your information. You can go back to lunch now.
Very well. Thank you all for the opportunity. Goodbye. And they do.
Can I attempt to slip like 2 platinum in his pocket first time?
Sleight of hand.
Jesus Christ!
I give guidance.
I'm so tempted to, because I still have this in the list stuff. 5 uses of casual drugs. Like, I'm not, but I'm so tempted to.
All right. 21 to slip 2 platinum in his pocket.
I was just gonna offer him like a note of credit on whatever exam he needs.
Now we're going to try and surpass each other in how well we donate to this one student.
I'm okay
do you
with
want
it.
Do you want a free A?
Listen, this might be a future character for one of y'all. Who knows? Go ahead, sleight of hand, Lily.
Oh wait, what?
You say you're giving
No,
him
she
drugs.
said she was thinking of it.
No,
Oh.
I said
No.
it was no. Jeez.
So, that's how you spell Hand of Ord and Jaman Sa'ord, respectively.
So, Tolsha, if I
Thank
would
you.
like to remind you, we found that out in that big meeting full of people that we're not supposed to talk about.
I didn't. I just said we know him. That's all I said.
Them.
We know
Signify the
them.
person.
Yeah,
That
we went
is all
to
we said.
Yes.
we went to college together.
Jamansa Ord is literally as androgynous as an individual could possibly be, and their gender is dragon.
Yeah,
So
we know a lot of things we shouldn't know.
Yep.
So the question is, do we just want to send them a sending to let them know that we're on the way, for just to check in?
Would that be rude? We're walking back to necromancy, by the way, because we have to pick up Cosette.
Yeah.
No, it is never new. It is never rude to call ahead before you show up at somebody's house.
I mean, it might
If-
be.
No.
No, that's the most respectful because they get time to clean up.
Do any of y'all have anxiety? Like, if somebody knocks on my door and I didn't invite you, you're not getting an answer.
Yeah.
Like,
But what if they
If
said they're the
someone
police?
called me ahead and said that, hey, we're throwing a surprise party at your house, can we do that?
I mean,
To be fair, we're going to an underground auction.
sure.
That might not be 100% legal.
Yeah.
So we can't tell them why we're coming there. It's just we have to come here.
Fair enough.
Well, before we go there, do we know anything about this auction? I mean,
We know that the person running it, his name is
Yeah, get them notes out.
Tyson Manguel.
Yeah.
Tyson Miguel, and
Miguel.
we're to mention who we know.
right. Well, I mean, is this if we're trying to buy something on an auction, do we know if this is the kind of auction where they just take money, or is it something else? Like,
That's a good question. We'll have to find out when we get there.
He would have told us how the auction operates, right? He's
They
been there
like money.
before.
Yeah, he straight up said
If-
they like money, but they also like other artifacts and rare things and things from outer planes.
If I need to, this was my responsibility. I will sell my body if I have to, because I can always
Lily?
build another one.
That's not how that works.
You already owe a lot of people a life debt, so I don't think you can sell that yet.
I have Kraken ink. That might be worth something if we need it.
We have a sword from another plane.
That too.
Was it-
I have this little bag of sand.
Where's it from?
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite remember.
I mean, sand is
Let's
pretty.
use it to teleport with.
I mean, sand is pretty rare in Marquette, after all.
Right?
Oh,
It
Jesus.
turns out it's the sands of time.
Oh, jeez.
You get transported inside an hourglass and just instantly age.
We are not doing timey-wimey bullshit. Mm-mm.
Yeah, please no.
No. I fucked that up one time years ago. We're good. Now, the Abyss is the only place where that shit can happen, and even at that, it doesn't leave the Abyss.
What stays in the abyss or what happens in the abyss stays in the abyss.
That's correct. Anyways, on Corel time?
We have to pick up Cosette. Thankfully, I'll just inform my simulacrum of what's going on. I'm gonna give my simulacrum the hand because he's gonna need to conserve his magic, so he'll need extra help.
Yeah.
I will do a sending to Jamansa or letting them know that, hey, our group is coming to Ankarel for some business just some business.
Mhm.
Just letting you know ahead of time, since Professor Lyceum said to check in with the Hand of Ord.
Maybe we should ask where should we check in with the hand.
Yes, and where should we check in?
And you're sending that to Shaman?
To Jamon being absolutely respectful in
Okay.
tone and everything. Because
Hmm.
now that they know that that's the actual ruler of Ankarel, and considering they helped protect us while we raided the Empire's Magic Academy, they should know us.
He might be one of the two handfuls of people in the world that know they're a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You all may appear within our city, but I would encourage you to find your way to the Cerulean Palace in order to meet with my Hand of Ord. thank you for alerting me beforehand. Pun intended.
We have permission to teleport into the city, and we are to make our way to the Cerulean Palace to check in with the Hand of Ord.
All right then. Just give me a moment and I'll prepare that teleport.
Very well.
I'll use.
Right, Cosette, you have all your supplies?
Yes! And she has like a gigantic backpack on her back.
Right. I'll use flash recall and prepare teleport.
Hell yeah, already using those feats. God, that feat is so good and nobody fucking takes it.
Which
I
feat?
will cast Death Ward on the student.
Cosette,
Cosette.
thank you.
Yeah.
The feat flash recall. Ilvorn, can you
Oh,
roll that
yeah.
in chat?
No, it's-
Okay, yeah.
No,
it's-
I'm aware. Prissa had it.
Oh, yeah, I think you were the last one.
You see, I mean, clerics, it would be good, but at
It would
the
be
same
insane.
time, yeah.
It would be insane on any class. Anyways, as you all gather together and teleport away, tossing the little bit of hair into the air as you and teleport into a very dry and hot location. We're going to go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back. Hello, and welcome back, everybody. Where last we left off, the party had just successfully teleported away from the illustrious Lyceum and has reappeared in a completely new and foreign territory. As you traversed through the plains and through the ether over to Ank'Harel, a palpable warmth envelops you, a gentle caress from the desert's embrace. The radiant orb of the sun hangs high in the azure expanse above your heads with not even a single cloud in sight, casting its golden rays upon the sprawling city of Ank'Harel, where sandstone structures rise like mirages amidst an ocean of dunes. The air is alive with the hum of life, mingling with the soft whispers of shifting sands that dance on the horizon. In the Ank'Harel's labyrinthian streets, the vibrant pulse of the city beats in harmony with the rhythm of the desert. Marketplaces burst with a kaleidoscope of colors where merchants weave tales of distant lands with every trinket and treasure they offer. Canopies of vivid fabrics flutter in the breeze, casting dappled shadows upon the mosaic of bustling stalls and winding alleyways. Amidst this symphony of sights and sounds, the people of Marquette move like graceful mirages, their attire a celebration of form and function. Flowing robes of diaphanous fabric sway with each step, adorned with intricate patterns that tell stories of ancient traditions and timeless wonder. Turbans and veils, resplendent in their jewel-toned hues, offer sanctuary from the sun's relentless gaze, while delicate adornments glitter like desert stars against the sun-kissed skin of everybody here. Now, in Ank'Harel, the beauty seems to thrive in the heart of this city, a testament to its resilience and grace of those who call this desert jewel home. Now, Tosha, it is unbearably hot here for you. Even as a UNT, you are a pureblood, which puts you way closer to human, and your resilience to heat is, well, not very high. Mirian, with your exceptionally long furs, you're in the exact same situation. Oh wait, no, you're back to Goliath? No, they never reincarnated you.
Nope.
Yep. Your exceptionally long furs, it is exhaustingly hot here, and within a moment your entire body is sweaty. Dry as the desert is, the heat is on a different level.
Tosha, Mirren, are you okay? You two don't look like you're enjoying yourselves. I mean, me and Adendu were fine.
I wasn't expecting it to be quite as hot as it is. I'll need some time to get used to it.
I mean, Thranduil's already fainted from the heat, so he's gonna be in. He's no good right now.
All right, Lily, deploy your emergency back chair. You and I both know that you've probably programmed it in.
Oh, I should probably show you guys the sight you see as you are, like, outside of Ank'Harel heading in.
Yep.
Here you go.
I'm willing to bet in the center is the Cerulean Palace.
By the way, Tosha, you said you still had a bunch of gold, right? How much do you think you have enough to buy an airship?
We have a ship.
We have one.
Yeah, it functions at night.
I fucking hell.
Hey, I wonder if there's someone like an artificer who could build a ship maybe instead of bombs.
I know someone who wasn't busy
Instead
with
of
other
bombs.
stuff.
Come on, Oppenheimer.
It's almost like they were trying to make a power source that could be then retrofitted into a smaller version that would power future airships.
Weird.
Wanna know what happened to the last person that did that? They turned into a rock.
Like on a rock.
Wait, the
I'm
bird
being
or the-
literal. No, an actual rock.
Would have been cool if it was the bird. So I guess we have to go to that big old palace over there, right?
Yes.
So,
That's gonna be fun. Do you
Right.
need me to help you cool down in the shade, Holsha?
I think Miriam needs it before me with all of his fur.
I'm gonna
Right.
take my scarf and make myself like a little turban so it keeps the sun off my head.
Cosette
I'm-
will do the same thing with a portion of her robes. However, she will also pull out of her bag this magnificently large oriental fan and just start fanning you, Miriam.
God damn. Lily,
And then... Go ahead, Lily.
I was gonna say Mirren probably stops this, but Lily pulls out one of her out because you know the little artificer first level. I can make small things.
Mhm.
She pulls it up into the camera view. It's a little buzzer. You know, not buzzer. Hair.
Mini
Hair.
fan?
I'm sorry.
One of those little handheld fans you get at theme parks.
No, no, the thing they do, the haircuts, a razor, electric razor, and it just starts buzzing.
And then you will give the cantina over. You want to wet the headpiece first and foremost, so it's a little bit damp to cool your head. Otherwise, you will overheat and pass out.
Yes. Survival skills. They're good.
By the way, I also heard that you should do your best to, unless you're really into it, stay away from the spice, or else you'll have some hallucinations. They say you sometimes see the future.
Oh,
If
I
it's a
wasn't asking
poison-
for a check. I was just stating, like,
Oh.
you're proficient in survival. You know basic survival tactics out in the world.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
good.
yeah.
You're good. Yeah, no,
Well,
that was not a
Would our
request. You're
cloaks
good.
of concealment be big enough to shield us from the sun?
They're also dark brown.
Damn.
Yeah, I'll do something as well to because I'm also proficient in survival to adapt myself to the heat,
Mm-hmm.
which is going to be. Does mithril armor heat up at the same rate as steel, or is it less?
It's not enough to actually grant you any reprieve.
I was wondering if mithril armor was going to give me a malus because
Very
heavy
hot
armor
metal.
and yeah.
No, you're good because mithril doesn't give you the detriment of being heavy. So since you have movement of that, you would be able to cool down from it. That's one of the perks.
Mhm.
It doesn't give you heat resistant or cold resistant. It just means you're not going to be as hot as full plate armor.
Yes, pretty much. Because if you were in a literally smelting pot, tin can
Yeah.
armor, you would be dying.
Boy, good thing I'm wearing wizard robes right now.
Good thing I am my armor.
And good thing you have a student with you, fanning you the entire time.
While she's fanning me, I'm prestidigitating her so she doesn't get killed either.
You
Well,
know,
and then you will go forward towards the gates.
Yep.
So,
Right, thank you for tolerating us in your yard, random Marquesian people.
you just see one person standing there out looking at the dunes of sands around you. Yod.
No, they're dunes. Dunes. I'm joking.
over the elemental link, I'll ask Miriam. So, if there's a wizard from Marquette that's from the sands, would they be a dunamancer?
I'm too sweaty to slap you, so I'm just gonna flick some of my sweat at you.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hairy sweat.
Ah.
Anyways. Somebody mentioned gates, and there are no
Yeah, and
gates.
No?
No,
Okay.
what they have are archways and openings within the sandstone pillared walls that encapsulate the entirety of this large city. But no actual metal bars barring anybody from entering inside. However, you all do notice the local guards here within Ankurel, adorned in these soft gray armaments that have different portions of patchwork armor around their bodies. And as you see that, you also see that they all seem to be wielding scimitars at their sides, just watching people as they are marching their way into the city. There's a few caravans moving their ways inside, and there's no order here like there is in everywhere else in the world that all of you have been to thus far. Usually, when you're trying to enter into a city, it'll be first come, first serve. We're checking you in. We're getting you in here with your caravan. Let's get going. Do. All that fun shit. However, here, people are just walking up, moving through and in between the crowds and finding their ways inside of the city instead. It's a very beautiful thing. And chaotic if anybody is lawful or neutral. It's very difficult to keep up with. You see a couple of the guards up in the front looking at your group, struggling to figure out what to do, and they just holler out, "Work your way through the crowd. Just go right in."
Then you would just go on in front of Miriam like a god to say.
I will fall behind and over to the link of Lily. Can you keep an eye, make sure no one tries to pickpocket us, please? Since I
Okay.
know you have those independently controlled eyes.
I mean, I almost want to take offense to that, but I won't.
As you guys are all walking through the front gates, one of the guards on the side will look at all of you, clearly not dressed for this environment, and beckon you over to where they are on the side. Come here. Come on.
Head on over there.
If you are dressed like this in this city, you are going to be dead within 10 days, or 10 minutes. Here, we have these. We have a changing area. They gesture at a few loose pieces of fabrics that create like little changing blocks. Throw on these robes over top of your own. It will keep you much cooler. Make sure you keep your head guarded as well. And we have parasols that they hand out to everyone, each of you.
I will gladly
I
take.
do so to clean the parasol.
That will be 10 gold apiece.
Yeah,
Ah,
she
there
gives
it
him.
is.
Yeah.
For
I'll
robes, headdresses, and parasols, 10 gold. Yes, it is a price gouge. However, what option do you
Okay.
have?
Safety
hot to
is
carry.
#1 priority.
All right.
But Tulsha, you were already too
1, 2,
hot to
3,
care
4, 5,
before we
6.
came to Marquette.
So, everybody pay their 10 gold?
Yep.
Very well.
I guess I'll cover Corsette's, because this was an unexpected thing we should have thought of.
I mean, she reached into her bag, but when she opened it, she looks, well, like a college student.
Right, so I'm paying for her shit.
Okay.
You know what? If I see Corsette like that, it's like, here, just some spending money for when you're in Marquette. I'll just give her a small pouch with 20 platinum.
Small spending money.
To your
Just
group,
gave
yeah.
a college student like $1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Huh.
Legendary Adventurers.
Yeah. And she will go,
Yeah.
"Do I have to spend it here?"
No.
Very well. And she buries it in her bag. That's my semester. Just... Jesus.
She realizes I chose the right professor to apply to
Oh.
be the assistant.
What option does she have? The other one? Will Snatcher? Anyways.
Being Quill Snatcher's assistant would have been a hoot.
I see what you did there. I don't like you for it, but I do see what you did there.
You're the one who made him an owl kangaroo.
I know. Damn. Screw
And
me
you
for trying to
regret
have
every
something
moment of it.
unique. So after maybe 5 minutes of you all changing into this attire, Lily, you do have to change as well. You are not immune to heating up too hot within your current structure.
The only one
Yeah.
that is Adendu.
Yeah, what's going to happen to Adendu? Just bones dry out?
Sun bleached skeleton.
Oh no.
Technically,
no.
she actually does have to be careful because if the heat gets too intense, her bones will brittle.
Oh yeah, but like Adendu doesn't notice. But Adendu, you may still change if you want.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because blending in and all.
Mm-hmm. Very well. So, you all get on your respective outfits and clothing, and, well, you begin walking through the city. Taking in this illustrious environment with these numerous different stalls out here, it is pure and utter chaos. Lily, this is the closest place to feeling like home for you since you were a child. Everything's chaotic. Everything. Everything is all over the place. It's amazing. All right, nice talking to you.
No, sorry. It's just I was trying to think of a Lily response. Oh yeah, here's one. Oh man, I'm definitely coming here on my honeymoon. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Are you still shocked that I have a totally real Minotaur boyfriend?
Yes, that no one has met.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm afraid Tolsha's gonna try to steal him.
I'm not into Minotaurs.
But he might be into you, too.
I feel like that's just your paranoia talking.
It is.
Well, it just means you don't have a good boyfriend.
Oh.
I will slap you. I will slap you, Adendu.
So, heading out into the bazaar, you do see that they are offering a multitude of various different foods and spices out here. They sell various amazing exotic spices by the sackload at random stalls. Are any of you proficient in cooking?
Haha, no. Oh wait, actually?
I mean, spices are some spices can technically count as a poison.
Yes, you could definitely take a handful of crushed red pepper flakes and throw it in somebody's eyes, and it would hurt them.
Does the college student know what cooking is?
She does, yeah.
Any interesting spices that you can recognize?
Not that I recognize, but definitely a uniqueness that you can't get anywhere else. Could I just get vials of some of these? She asked at one of the vendors. We sell by the bag. Okay. And she drops her bag to the ground, unburies the platinum you handed her, Tosha. And how much for, let's say 6 bags total of these 6 ones? He looks at her, looks at the bags. That'll be 2 platinum pieces total.
I mean, Miriam will step up. Like, can I insight this guy? Because
You sure can.
That's highway robbery.
You sure can.
$17.
Oh yeah, no, he's like, these people are wearing the generic outfits they hand you out so you don't die, and that you pay way too much for. Yeah, they got money. We're gonna take advantage of that.
I would be a fool to remind you that friends of wizards don't tend to end up in their heads with their necks buried in the sand.
Intimidation.
Do I get
Nice.
advantage because I'm a big bugbear man?
No, out in the desert, the only people that survive are tough, strong, powerful people.
Intimidation. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Would someone like to assist me?
I mean, if I can assist, I'll assist.
Sure. How do you assist?
Just kind of like going to like say, oh, I'm going to get my coin pouch, and then they just flash of the whole mithril armor.
So you got money.
Also, you don't get just mithril armor.
You are overestimating this random
Flash your
salesperson's.
scales, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll just flash my Yuan-Ti scales then.
There we go. Yuan-Tis are scary. Okay, so go ahead, roll your intimidation. You're being assisted.
16.
I apologize for that. You understand, I have to make a living here. How about we call the 6 bags at 1 platinum piece? Now keep in mind, they're sacks, like actual sacks
Right.
that probably weigh 1 pound to 2 pounds each.
Right.
And they are spices.
Right. Fair. And I hand him the 1 platinum, 1 platinum piece.
She was
And-
pulling out her. I promise to use them when I cook for all of you. Thank you. And instead, she pulls out all of these very long, thin ropes and starts tying those sacks to her monstrously large backpack that she has.
Right. We're getting you a bag of holding, or a handy haversack or something.
Oh, it's no problem. See, if I lift with my back, it gets stronger. She stands up.
I'm pulling the whole rope of sacks and putting them in my bag of holding.
Okay.
Because that while you are with us, do not pull out anything that makes. Do not pull out the coin Tosha gave you. Just tell us if you want to buy something, and we'll pay with gold, and you can pay us back later.
Oh, Joey, quick question. Is Cosette wearing her Lyceum robes openly?
Not anymore. She was
Okay.
while you were coming here, but now she is adorned one of those outfits.
Okay, just making sure, because
Yeah.
Lily was going to give her, like, the whole, you need to make sure you go a bit down low on some things. Last thing we need is, like, we get into a fight and they immediately target her because, she's a wizard.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
But yeah. I'll start leading us towards what I can assume would be the Cerulean Palace at the center of the city.
Wait, are you assuming that ginormous palace in the middle of the city is the Cerulean Palace?
Yes.
Yes.
The one covered in all the blue cerulean glass. Yes.
Yes.
With the cerulean
Wow.
tapestries on there as well, and
Wow.
paint.
That is very well.
So,
So,
with the sign that says Cerulean Palace.
all right, guys,
The
close
one
your
that the dragon
eyes.
told us to go to.
Close your
Yeah.
eyes and begin imagining. As you approach the Cerulean Palace, its towering silhouette commands the skyline, a beacon of opulence rising from the heart of Ank'Harel. The sun casts a warm glow upon the palace's smooth sandstone facade, its surface adorned with intricate patterns of shimmering jewels that seem to dance in the desert light. At the heart of the palace stands a majestic tower, its open-faced design offering panoramic views of the bustling city below. From its lofty height, the tower serves as a silent sentinel, watching over Ank'Harel with unwavering vigilance. Lily, you would notice a figure in the open landscape up there. Someone watching as all of you are approaching, even from this distance. Passing through the palace's grand entrance, you find none of the guards stop you, or in fact, seem to be stopping anybody from their approach. You find yourselves immersed in a new world of unparalleled beauty. The air is redolent with the scent of exotic blooms, their vibrant hues painting a tapestry of color against the backdrop of sun-bleached stone. You see the gorgeous green garden that resides, kept safe within these walls, just of beauty. As you traverse the palace's corridors, you are mesmerized by the intricate craftsmanship that adorns every surface. Jeweled mosaics gleam in the soft light, depicting scenes of myth and legend that seem to come alive beneath your gaze. Emerging into the main courtyard, you are greeted by a breathtaking display of flora and fauna. Towering palms sway in the gentle breeze, their fronds casting dappled shadows upon the sun-kissed ground. Lush gardens burst with an array of vibrant blooms, their perfume filling the air with a heady fragrance that lingers long after you have passed. In the heart of the courtyard stands a tranquil oasis, its crystal clear waters shimmering in the sunlight. Here, amidst the tranquil beauty of the gardens, you feel a sense of peace wash over you, a fleeting moment of serenity amidst the bustling chaos of the city beyond. And you all see a figure seemingly waiting for each of you.
Just commented as we're walking through, this place is beautiful beyond all means. And then she'll look over, she'll start walking towards the person that seems to be waiting for us.
Hello, mysterious figure.
A man turns to all of you who currently has this very fine looking dagger that is curved and serrated on the backside that he seems to be twisting between his fingers, just juggling, and smiles very wide. His browned armor is much nicer than everybody else's you've seen thus far within the city, though it is only studded with leather, and you see that they have this this tapestry attached to their right shoulder over to their back, but not touching the left shoulder, leaving that hand completely free and mobile. And you see the familiar sigil of Jaman Sa'ord placed upon it. This individual, with their sun-kissed skin, smiles at each of you with a radiant smile that, at first, would draw you into how attractive and how beautiful and kind they look, but in your journeys, you all know the look of somebody who is incredibly powerful, who is dangerous, as he just smiles. Hello, the Lyceum family, as I was told you are. I will be your escort within the city, one of the Hands of Ord.
Well, thank you. It's much appreciated.
Of course. They take a few steps towards you and give a quick glance around each of you, making sure your outfits are properly, attuned to yourselves, putting certain adjustments on to make sure that you're covering the necessary portions of your skin to keep yourself cool, and fluffing up certain aspects of it as well so your bodies can breathe a little better. Lily being ever vigilant, they are making a show to keep their hands visible to all of you so that you understand they are simply trying to make you more comfortable while you are here.
Yeah, but I get the feeling he is also at the same time sizing us up in terms of weapons and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Okay, just making sure. Respect.
My name is Pratap Sinha. And he bows deeply to you all. But you can just call me Pratap.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Pratap.
Pleasure. So, Jaman is at the top of the tower. Are you in need of their direct attention, or would their hand be more than suitable to assist you today?
A hand should be more than suitable for what we are hoping to accomplish today.
Very well. I shall forewarn you that we have been given express instructions, the Hand of Ord, to watch over your party as you are traveling through Ankharel, as you are seen as allies to Jaman Sa'ord. We will be granting you exceptional permissions to handle your business as you need to, so long as you are not endangering the lives of the reasonable citizens of this city.
We have no reason to... wording. The business that we need to conduct should not endanger any of the citizenry at all.
Very good. They smile with a slyness over towards you, Tosha, that definitely reigns a little flirtatious towards you.
Oh my.
Oh my.
And he is remarkably charming and refined.
Oh my.
And he smells like cinnamon and spice and everything nice.
Oh my.
Oh my. Is he human, elf, or...
Asimar.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
With white and slightly blue iris eyes.
And
Again,
then he's just staring.
he is very, very sun-kissed as well.
I am glad to know that Jaman Sa'ord still sees us as allies from the mission that we had to do in the Empire.
Of course. Now, you all understand it is very important that Jaman Sa'ord's origin and capacities are kept unknown in order to keep the city protected, correct?
Of course.
Good. Well then, what business do you have here? May I assist you in carrying your bag, madame? He goes over towards Cosette, and Cosette looks at you, Miriam. No, I'll carry it.
Over the mental link, because that I cast it every day on us through the... I'll ask, should we let Pratap in on what we need to do for the purpose?
I believe that it's a bit more of a need to know on with them. So like what we need is the material. As for what its ultimate purpose is, we can maybe not lie about it, but just not go too far in depth on why.
I agree. I think the correct thing to say is that we are looking for an item to teleport us to another realm to prevent a possible disaster in ours. And that we are willing to shoulder any responsibility for this.
Yes, and also, if need be, Tulsha, you can try to lay on the charms. I think he's into you, and he might be single. I think this could be a chance for you to, get in with Marquette,
He will kneel down in front of Cosette after she said that. Madame, if I may, you do not look very physically capable, but your eyes gleam with a very deep-rooted knowledge that is beyond my own. allow me to take this burden, and I swear to you on the hand of Ord that I will not disrespect this trust.
Over the mental link. Oh, fuck, he's hot and chivalrous.
Damn, he's smooth.
Cosette's just looking at you, Miriam, like kind of wanting to ask permission, but doesn't want to look weak.
I nod to her, like, go ahead.
Thank you.
Oh,
And
if
she
you don't-
unclasps and it just drops to the ground. And he'll, very well. And with his right arm, he throws back his cloak, finally revealing it. And you see it is wrapped with these very tight bandages that conceal every single aspect. And he just scoops up the bag from its top latch, lifts and places it over his shoulder, as he's just going to casually carry that and continue to fiddle with his dagger.
Bullshit. If you don't go after him now, Cosette might steal it. Steal the chance.
Look, as a player, I suck with romance.
Thank you.
Let me remind you that Cosette is a child.
Child of the Lyceum. She's like 18, 19, which in my mind, she is still a child. Anyone, yeah, she's a fucking child. But yes.
Yeah.
And all of you that are proficient in insight, you can tell he is not flirting with her at all. He is just trying to be a good host and assist.
He's just naturally smooth as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he still has the parasol over Miriam.
After flicking the bag to the back, where may I bring you all? Are you interested in trying some of our more exotic fruits here in the city, or perhaps even our barbecue, which I will let you know is unparalleled so long as you have the palate for spices?
Did he just ask if we spice?
No, he just... Jeez.
Damn it.
That does sound lovely. What time of day is it roughly, Joey?
The sun is about to reach the apex in the sky, so before noon.
Okay, so we still have some time.
The issue
no,
is
a
we
lot
have
more time.
no idea about this city.
And
Yes.
on Corel, just you guys were outside the city, but just looking through it, this city looks to be maybe 2 or 3 times the size of Iman. It is by and far the largest city in all of Exandria.
Just this is through the mental link. Just to make sure, what are we looking for?
We need to find a shop that, from what Voran Thorn told us, sells generalized trinkets. Every Wednesday that has an auction. And we need to look for Tyson Miguel inside the auction.
So we're looking for a shop and an auction?
No, we were literally just looking for Tyson Miguel because he's the one who holds the auction.
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
thank you.
My notes have been worded weird.
To be fair, they were very coy to even give the name.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he was too busy talking with Thorandil about, the old elf stuff.
Do you think I could take him?
I mean, wait, when you say take him, which way do you mean take him? You mean take
Everywhere.
him? Everywhere. Ooh.
I say yes.
As we're walking, following behind,
Yeah.
to this
Um,
barbecue, because we haven't actually eaten yet, so no doubt through this travel, food is really needed.
Yeah.
But yes, Pritap, we would love to have some Marquesian food, and we can discuss our business here over lunch. Looks up at the sky. What time of day does it seem to be?
Very well. If you are also inclined, we do have a masala stall not very far away, and there's also a savannah samosas that we have available not very far. But if you are tempted to wait just a little bit longer, we can find our way to the Sultan Saffron Rice, where I believe today they are serving it with freshly grilled goat.
That sounds lovely.
Very well. May I take the lead?
Please do.
He smiles and bows towards you all as he begins walking. And Lily, you watch as he flips the dagger in the air, and it just smoothly lands into his boot sheath right next to his leg as he's walking.
God damn, he's smooth.
God, if I didn't already have a boyfriend, Lily thinks over her thoughts, which might accidentally go over the.
Accidentally, we know.
Look, Lily, you have Minotaur thighs. Someone else can get the angel wings.
Damn.
So, walking through the streets, while you were approaching here, Lily, you were very vigilant, keeping a watch on the party from the back to make sure that nobody was going to be too sly with trying to steal from you. A few people definitely eyed up your group as targets, and some of them even approached, but they seem to be exceptionally well trained. Watching and noticing you notice, and therefore choosing the safer route of not engaging afterwards. However, walking through the streets with a hand of Ord, there's not a single one of these thieves that even looks in your direction. They simply look for somebody else, not being escorted by your group. And even as you are walking past, he will begin to express a few things about this city. So, it is important to understand some of the customs here within our city. You see, we believe that when you have a guest, it is very important to treat them with the utmost respect. Give them access to all of the finest things that we have to offer in the hopes that they may one day share a roof with all of you and call the city their own. In addition to that, we find that gifts are very nice things to compliment as well. And as he walks by a stall, he begins pulling at these very fine fabrics, and he's eyeing different colors of fabrics at each of you as he just taps them and the vendors take them away, but he just keeps walking. So, please, I understand that over in your continent it is customary to decline any offers of niceties. Don't feel that way here. We are very happy to treat our adorned guests with as much love as we treat our kin.
Thank you. I will not decline any niceties that you would offer to.
So, continuing to walk, he stops by this one stall, and will look at a tray, and then flips out a coin that is a foreign coin to each of you. It looks almost silverish, but it has the symbol of Jaman on it, and hands it over towards the vendor and picks up a tray as they turn over towards all of you, and you see these marvelous, thick bowls that are carved out of honeydew melons. The rimes still on the outside, but the insides of the guts seem to have been mixed up and combined with a very thin yogurt and honey drizzle with this straw placed in the top of it. And as he holds the tray out to each of you, would you all like to try a mango lassi?
I'd love to try one.
Or sorry, not mango, a melon lassi.
Tulsa will take one.
Yep. You take them, and he'll express, you do not eat the outside of the melon, but you eat the inside meat of it, and enjoy the yogurt as well. You can sip it, it is thin enough. Well, so long as you have the stomach for that. He'll also take one and begin drinking and nods his head respectfully at the vendor. You travel for a short period of time before you make it over to this one outdoor little dining area. And as he approaches over towards it, he looks over at a table, and the two people that seem to have already been sitting there immediately stand up and move to smaller tables. As he sits down, one of the vendors at the stall stops what they're doing immediately, comes over to all of you. Hello, everybody. May I offer you the Sultan Special? That would be
Yes, please.
lovely, thank you. Oh, I apologize. I did not mean to speak for you, everybody.
I would love to have the Sultan Special.
Thank you. He stands up, heads out, and you all smell the various spices, like, licking through the air, and you see Cosette pulls out a small notebook and begins writing inside of it, and seems to be analyzing, and he'll look over his shoulder over at what she is writing. Ah, this is your first time experiencing our spices, but you are a cook. Yeah, I'm a cook. Actually, I am a wizard of the Lyceum, student underneath Professor Miriam here. Professor, I was told that you were not granted this title yet by your academy, but that seems to have changed.
I had to do a bit of cleaning house.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
But I plan on learning as much about your culinary uniqueness before we leave. If you would like, I can have the cooks talk to you. You cannot disturb their work, but you can observe them and discuss. I would, Miriam, may I? Or sorry, Professor, may I?
Of course. Just keep an ear open if we need to leave. For when we leave.
One eye, one ear. Got it. And she steps up and approaches over to the cook, who looks past her at Pratap, and he just nods, and the cook will oblige immediately, no questions asked. A moment goes by, and the server comes out with these monstrously large bowls of gorgeously fragrant saffron rice with cinnamon and cardamom and all of these other different smells and fragrances just licking off of it. And they serve next to each of these bowls these tiny little trays that are stacked with little bits of chunks of lamb on the side. Please, everybody. This is a very special dish to our homeland. Let me know what you think.
I will give it a try. First the rice independently, then the meat, and then the rice and meat together. To savor the individual flavors of each first.
Okay. So, the rice, honestly, by itself would be a phenomenal meal. Just eating that would be amazing. It tastes so good, even though it doesn't have any meats in it or any additional vegetables in it or anything like that. It is just so fragrant and flavorful that it's amazing to have. But the meat is cooked to this tender perfectness. It is the softest lamb that easily just falls apart as you are chewing it, and is so incredibly juicy, just cooked to the point where the juices are starting to attach themselves to the exterior before dripping off, but without draining from the meat itself. And combining the two of them together is quite an experience. Now, if any of you want to decide your characters canonically don't like flavor, you may do so. If you want to be the white guy here, just saying.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, calling Miriam out like that.
Listen, I know most of my family. They don't like flavor. Um,
Hey man, I'm part Italian. I'm not a good Italian, but I enjoy spices.
hey, I'm asking. It is your call.
Are you okay with me doing a con save to see how much of the spice he can handle?
Oh, absolutely. Noticeably, Tosha, I didn't describe it as spicy, but of course he knew.
And also a
You
wisdom
said
save
it
to
had
see.
cinnamon in it. And it had rich flavors. I'm assuming some kind of other spice was on top of it.
Yeah, no, that's fair. 11. The flavor is incredibly good, but the spice is nearing to the point of unbearable. You can muscle through it to experience the food, mostly out of etiquette, but it is a tedious thing to enjoy. But it is very enjoyable. It's like the guy who likes hot wings, but he can't really do much hotter than mild, but he'll still do it because hot wings are so fucking good.
Fair. This is absolutely delicious. Some of the best food I've ever had.
That is one thing about the jewel of the desert. We possess so much more than what people think we do. Our spices are the best in the entirety of this realm.
And I can see why.
Now, what is it all of you said that you need to come here for?
We are looking for an item linked to another plane.
And
We have a lead on the item. It just might be through some less than favorable means. Though, of course, it will not endanger anyone here in the city at all. Just a less than reputable source.
So, you need to have this meeting without, the Hand of Ord's interjection. Very well. We will respect this request from all of you. And I will refrain from, handing out the information of your, meeting partner to any of the proper authorities. At least this one time.
Thank you.
Of course.
We still need to find the location within the city, but we know who at this location we need to meet with.
May I ask their name?
The name that we were given was Tyson Miguel.
Oh, wow. Well, I can tell you with absolute certainty that he is a incredibly recognizable figure here within the city.
I can't help but notice the way you said that. Is that a good recognizable?
Depending on who you are. Are any of you familiar with the sportsmen's battlings and duels of gladiators?
I've heard of such things, but I've not really been privy to watch any of them.
Well, maybe 30 years ago or so, he was, reigned supreme as the most deadly gladiator in the realm. Of course, retiring. After he suffered a couple of losses in a row, he is taken up to business within the city, and apparently not just farious, but nefarious as well. Which is fine, given the current circumstances. As such, a very kind man, to say the least. However, I should forewarn you that his reactions to disrespect or discourse can sometimes bring out the ancient warrior within him. and he has been nicknamed the One Punch Man. Lily, you canonically have watched a lot of gladiatory tournaments and researched them, trying to find Minotaur boyfriends. So, you can roll a history check to see if you recognize him.
Wait, so you're saying Tyson Miguel is the One Punch Man?
Roll a history check. Let's see how much you know about
Oh, I just got the joke of the name.
this. Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Yelling the opening
Yeah.
song.
Okay, that's good. That's
17.
a good one.
He is called that because on numerous occasions, he has won entire gladiatory bouts against incredibly tough warriors in literally one punch, killing them.
Oh, Jesus.
And then dude's interested.
He is noted as being the man with the most powerful strike in the world. If he lands a lucky shot against an individual, he can outright kill them. Other nicknames include the Unholy Avenger.
This is just adding to the temperament.
Look, this is the weapon that Bernie wishes he had.
Just Mike
Who?
Tyson's hands.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
I would encourage all of you not to be disrespectful. Yeah?
Of course not.
Seriously, be very careful. I can't express how dangerous this individual is. I mean, on a battlefield, he would be terrifying to have to deal with, but he can literally just kill you.
Understood.
Good.
The location that we are looking for is, I'm sure you've probably saw info on it, a shop that's of generalized trinkets that every Wednesday night has an auction.
Yes, I'm familiar with his local shop nearby.
Well, it's nearby.
Nearby, metaphorically speaking. We are inside of the Sigil District, and, well, right outside of the Sigil is the Suncut District, where it resides.
I'd like to pull out like some notes if you could give us directions to there so that we could be able to find it.
Oh, that is not the problem. I will be escorting you.
Very well.
for the mental link, he did say that he's our personal escort, aka our personal guard, granted to us. So wherever we need to go, you just tell him and we just follow.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you, Pratap, for all of your help, of course.
There's no need for the thanks, but it is appreciated. And I believe his shop is called the Unearthed Finds and Curiosities.
That makes sense for what we're looking for.
Hate you so much right now, Joey.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's unfortunate that Ilvorn had to leave. This session was like 30% of exactly what he loves in D&D.
You mean puns?
Yeah.
He's just watching on the stream, just like, oh
No, it could have been me.
it could have been me.
So, you all begin walking after finishing up your meal, and he'll leave another one of these unique tokens on the table where the staff seems very appreciative for the token itself. Afterwards, he will stand with each of you and begin walking, grabbing back on the backpack of Cosette to carry it once again.
I've not seen a coin like that before. Might I ask what it represents?
That coin is a Zan Z. It is unique only to the hand of Ord, for possession of it legally, of course. An individual is exempt from all of their taxation for a week by handing one of those coins over, under the assumption that in order to receive it, they must follow the guidelines of the Hand of Ord accordingly, including the guests that come with them being brought into that. It is payment for the foods as well as the discretion of your existence in the city.
That's a very clever way to do that.
It is quite remarkable how a city of commerce can succeed with just a few short incentives. Walking through, you all see that he stops off at yet another stall and pulls out a small basket that somebody quickly fills up and will hand it over to Cosette. Would you mind distributing these out to everybody for me? I regret my hands are quite full. Oh, yeah, sure. She opens it up, and all of you see these soft and chewy almond cookies that seem to have, like, smell of roses on them, and topped with a small dusting of powdered sugar.
Oh, you're making me hungry, Joey.
Yeah, me too.
All part of the plan.
I will take one and eat it.
And now, so you know, on our Patreon, we are now opening up a food shop for every... No.
Look, hey, this might be your way for more income. Just homemade
Like
treats
Joey
that are
Scout
shipped out.
cookies.
Yeah.
All of them are themed for different cities in our world. Nah, I'm never doing that. I don't cook that good.
I mean, you can make a cookbook for it.
Nah.
Sell the recipes at $1 a pop.
Wouldn't sell that shit. My homebrews are better than that. Screw it. Like...
I mean, what is homebrew but just D&D cooking?
I don't like you anymore. So,
I mean,
go ahead.
Sounds more like a mainstream thing. Homebrew.
I was gonna say, when was the last time homebrew made you puke your guts out?
True. Hey, almond delights are not puking. Those are fucking delicious.
Yes. They are.
Unless you don't like almonds, in which case, I'm sorry for you. Unless you're allergic to almonds, in which case, I'm sorry that natural selection hates you.
Ooh, what if you were allergic to both almonds and dogs?
Oh,
That sucks.
That's yeah.
Yeah, that's rough. Rough existence. Very rough. Anyways, continuing through this beautiful bazaar, you see the multitude of various other shops and establishments littering the streets all around you. You even see that there is apparently a stall that is taking sign-ups for a big event tonight. And you see some of, like, the bigger, burlier people are walking up to it and signing up.
Can I get a glance at what the event is?
Overhead, it is just labeled as the Tough Man competition.
That I think would be something interesting to see.
Well, if you are interested, you can simply place down your bets at the end of the evening when the contest is taking place.
I might do that.
Or if you're brazen enough, you may participate.
I mean, You said brazen. You had me at brazen.
Well, it is a contest where individuals sign up to allow themselves to be beaten by local heroes in the city, one strike each by them. And if you successfully make it towards the end, you win a grand prize. However, everybody usually bets on who will last the longest against which strike from which individuals.
Are there any individuals that have a, what's the right word, tendency for knocking people out?
Always.
Over the mental link, Lily will say, and if negotiations don't go well, that could be our way to maybe make a bet with Miguel. It's like, I keep almost saying Mike Tyson, but it's Tyson Miguel. Because then
You could just call him Tyson.
because we could challenge his one punch ability to theoretically see if we could. I, for example, could probably take one of his punches.
You could not.
You could not.
Logically decided, from learning and understanding this world in itself, there are individuals who can just take a life with one touch, a tap in itself.
What just happened? He died, but it was instant. Yeah.
But there was no sound. Yeah, it's a deterrent.
How is stunning someone a deterrent? Like...
But if it does go awry, I most likely will attack.
No, I'm not saying we attack because he seems like he's known to be a reasonable individual. Although apparently he's bad if you get him angry.
Like
it's
you.
Yeah, like me. Wait, hey.
Am I wrong?
Anyways, the point is that we could theoretically make a bet with him. It's like, hey, one of us can take one of your punches, and if we win, then we get that thing that you have, and if not, well, then they're dead. And also, we might have to do him a favor.
Really,
I mean,
this
look.
person's half the businessman we think he is. He's not going to take a gamble on sheer money.
No, but from the initial plan, if you remember, is that in order to get the item that we need, I set him up with a contact with the captain. As that is something I can do.
That was the original plan, yeah.
Well, then let's go with that one.
Yes.
So, you all get outside of this one stall that has a very shoddily hand-painted picture of a very dark-skinned man with a face tribal tattoo on it, missing 3 teeth, smiling wide with cartoonish fists raised in the air. It's really shoddily made, not very well constructed at all.
Yeah, but we know who that's a picture of.
And when you step inside, you see this very large room of various different unique trinkets from across the realm, and all of you hear a, "Hi there, everybody. How we doing today?"
Oh my god.
Okay.
You all look over at the most joyous-looking, threatening man you've ever seen in your life.
Are you? You're Miguel? Sorry, Tyson Miguel.
That's right. That's me. Hi. Nice to meet you. Are you a fan?
I was wondering what you were going to do.
Yes. Could I? Pulls out her little booklet that her spare one because she gave the other one to fucking Grant. Could I get your autograph?
Oh, I mean, no, but you're more than welcome to come over here and take my hand.
Yeah, Liz's gonna go over and shake his hand.
Yeah, come on over,
And
guy.
Nendu's gonna grab onto Lily. Do not touch him.
What's wrong?
Oh, my friend's nervous for some reason, and Lily, he's gonna shake his hand.
And he'll shake your hand, squeezing it. I mean, you can feel he is strong, but he's definitely not forceful. I mean, he's so nice, honestly. Like, he's remarkably nice.
By the way, if he's squeezing, Lily wants to squeeze back. Not like in a super challenging way, but it is a little bit competitive. Try to earn that respect, you know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, wow, you got yourself a nice little grip there. That's very cool of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so you guys come here to do some shopping today. What can I help you look for?
Yes, we are looking to do some shopping. We heard about this place on the recommendation of Vorin Thorn.
Oh, old Vaughan Thorn. Yeah,
Yes.
I remember that fella. He's such a nice man. All right. Well, if you're looking for what he usually comes looking for, I assume that means you have some accreditation.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Hand of Old Man standing there, would you be kind enough to get the fuck out of my shop?
Jeez.
That is a statement.
He'll look at all of you. If they are willing to have me leave and wait for them to finish conducting their business, very well.
If you would be so kind.
Yeah, that's the smartest decision.
Jesus.
And he will walk off.
We know he's dangerous. We have so much respect from this city just walking by. And he's just saying, get the fuck out of my shop.
Well, he didn't say get out. He said, do you
said,
want
get
to?
the fuck out of my shop.
No, he said, do you want to get the fuck out of my shop? There was an option. All
Hey,
right.
look, plausible deniability is what we're giving the Hand of Ord.
Very good, very good. So, my fellow criminals, how we doing today?
Greetings, fellow kids.
Very well. We're looking for something connected to eat. I'll be straight and blunt with it. Hold on, this is me, Sir Tyson. We're looking for an item that might be connected to Kondrax or Lalakuza.
Sir Tathan, I had my knighthood stripped of me a long time ago, ma'am.
Well, that doesn't stop someone from being able to still retain the etiquette and niceties that is associated with one's knighthood.
That's what I've been saying. I say that I act like a knight, therefore I should be a knight. It has nothing to do with the fact that I was knighted or that I bit the ear off of this senator's nephew.
I mean, did the senator's nephew deserve it?
I mean, he got in the ring with me. It happens.
Then
Shit
stuff
happens.
happens. You shouldn't have had it revoked for something
Yeah.
that clearly would have happened inside the ring.
Can you believe that man paid me 5,000 gold because he wanted his nephew, who's like an aspiring gladiator, to fight against me in a ring? It was like 5 years ago. You know, I'm pretty old up there, so, you know, I gotta use sly tactics.
I agree. That's clearly unfair. That should not have happened to you.
Yeah. I like you guys. You guys seem fine.
What's the nephew's name? Paul Johnson?
Damn, how do you know that?
I'm a fan. I've heard about it.
Oh, yeah. Is he still fighting?
I don't know.
Huh. Maybe I'll make a resurgence.
Jeez. Oh.
So, you're looking for something from Quandwax? Wow, I cannot say that word with his ass. Oh.
Or Lala
Quandwax? There we go.
Or from Lala Cruza.
Lalakuza. Lalakuza. Okay. I can try to find that for you. Who in this party thinks that their character has the least amount of self-control?
Lily.
Lily.
You need to give a charisma saving throw, Lily, because hearing him say these words is making you want to burst out laughing.
Damn it. I used my last
Or the
action.
one, huh?
Is it not reasonable?
Damn, where's Bernie's R when you need it?
Oh
No,
no.
no,
Oh, no.
baby.
Lily just starts cracking up laughing and what's so funny?
Oh shit! I'm trying to think about how to say this. Oh no! I'm really giddy because I'm meeting someone as famous as you, and it's like actually experiencing it, like being around you. It's like I've never really met my heroes before. Let's just put it that way.
Roll me a deception check.
It
Believe
wasn't.
me, she watches and looks for all the fights all the time. She
Can I-
can't stop talking about them.
With advantage.
I was gonna say, could I do persuasion? Not that it matters. It's just like Lily did speak the truth there because she's never met her heroes.
Well, you hyped him up at the end, but it was the beginning part that is the lie. You're laughing because hearing him say funny words is funny. 17?
Thank God.
Okay,
Thank
he
you
has
for
a
the-
-1.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh, 300. Don't worry about any of that. You know, it's good just to. We all put our pants on, you know, the same way, one leg at a time, right? And then you put on sock, and then you put on shoe, and then you put on the other sock, and then you put on the other shoe.
I know.
Right?
It's so.
We all do it the same way, baby. So it's fine. We're all friends here.
Yes.
I'm so happy I met you.
Me too, dog. It's me too. You know, you guys are really sweet people. Now you do know my policy, right?
Be rude and get your shit knocked in.
Oh no, I thought that was just common sense. If somebody acts out, you slap them, right? Like somebody acts up, you slap the shit out of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people don't understand common sense. I don't know why. You
It
know.
does beat the hell out
Why are
of
we
me.
looking at Lily?
But no, my policy, if you come to my shop, and you're making a special request, when you find this item, you can negotiate all you want, but you know, you're gonna have to buy something before you leave, or else I'm gonna take exceptional offense to that. I'm a very busy businessman, as I'm sure all of you understand.
Yes, of course. And we wouldn't dare to waste your time, which is why we are prepared to offer a choice, if you will, between the cold hard cash or a connection to the Empire.
She means contact. Someone to contact.
Oh, contact. Oh, you mean like some shady shit going down, like trade deals?
Yes,
Who do you know in the Empire that'd be willing to do that for me?
the captain.
Captain
At
who?
this point, I'm covering up Cosette's ears because she doesn't need to know any of this.
She
Do
is
you want me to
very.
take
She's
her
trying to listen
outside?
very closely.
You might better know them as the Myriad.
Oh, wait, are you talking about the Myriad over in Wildmount where, like, they're kind of the recluses from the original Myriad, but they don't really deal in, like, the human trafficking type shit, right? Or are you talking about the Tal'Dorei Myriad where they will steal people, sell people, and do all these other horrific things?
The reclusive one.
Okay, that's good, because if you were associated with the other group, I would have to knock your fucking block off. You understand, I'm sure.
Of course, I understand that.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable response, honestly.
Yeah, right. I mean, shit, you gotta learn one way or another.
I agree.
Right. Anyways, so you're able to make a contact for me. Do you have any proof of this?
I'll adjust my head to show the tattoo that's behind the ear that is connected to the Empire Myriad.
Oh, nice little tattoo you got. Here, look at this one on my face. It goes like right around my eyes a little bit. Oh, also I got this one. It's for my first tiger when it was born. I had its paw made into a tattoo on my forearm.
Oh, that's
That's
lovely.
cute.
Yeah. And this one over here, he pulls down his shirt. This is the footprint of my first daughter. It's right over my heart. You know, one day I might have another daughter, but
Aw.
as of now, you know, I'd put that right there, just as a subtle reminder. You know why I keep fighting for what I fight for. You know,
That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
right? Yeah, but I like your ink too. What does it mean?
It shows that I'm part of the myriad over there, and in addition, I do have I'm in very good graces with the leader over there because I'm sure you heard about the fight and war that happened over there. Near the end of it, I was able to find and help cure the captain's daughter that he thought long dead.
In your head, too much information. Too much
No,
information.
no, no. Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
wait, you helped save the man's daughter.
Yes.
Just enough information. Just
And-
enough
And
information.
he starts tearing up, like visibly tearing up in his eyes. You know, it's not every day you meet some really ethical, or I guess it's moral, right? I've been taking different classes over at the local school, trying to learn these things, but moral criminals like, you know, myself, I mean, it's very sweet that you saved the man's daughter like that.
I find that no matter what you do, you need to do it for the right reasons, even if the law doesn't agree with it.
Exactly. Like, just because you're, it's called a criminal, like Lily does the quotations, doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Right, you know? You know, you guys aren't so bad. I like you guys. All right, I'll tell you what. If you schedule a meeting between myself and this captain fella, you know, and you can tell him he can bring his daughter. We can have a daddy-daughter date, you know, 2 and 2. Oh, that'd be so cute. That'd be so cute. Oh. But yeah, if you want to do that, and I might have something for you to help you get to a different faith.
Thank you. I will reach out to the captain to get that scheduled, and I'll come back with a date.
That's perfect. Oh, in the meantime, you guys do have to purchase something because you are here today.
Of course.
May I recommend a pair of... Oh, here we go. He goes over to the side and pulls off these very long, glorious-looking shawls that don't look Marquesian. You've already picked up on what the design of Marquette is. They seem to be more religiously attuned. You and Adendu would both recognize that these seem more ensemble to Vasselheim shawls, where they're meant to be like modesty instead.
Oh, those look lovely.
So, you interested in buying a few of these?
Yes.
Very well. Let's begin our haggling. Let's go with 15 gold. Each.
How about 13 gold each?
I mean, I feel a lot better at 14.
I think 14's doable.
Damn, you made that way too easy. All right, fine.
Honesty's best.
Nah, I like the game. 42 gold, then. That'll be 3 of them. And he starts boxing them up for you.
All right, I will hand over 42 gold.
Very good, very good. Hey, what was your name, sweetheart? He looks at you, Lily.
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 Well,
I'm sorry. I'm not
Lilitza,
gonna.
but
to say that. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Not sure if you noticed, but after a couple of my fights when I was younger, I kind of got. It's a little hard to speak sometimes. You're a big fan, right?
yeah.
Do you want to see me punch something?
Would you?
Do you want to hold it?
Yes.
All right. What do you want me to punch?
Oh, and could it be anything, or do you
Sure.
just,
Why not?
Okay. And Lily's looking around the shop.
Everything in here looks brittle.
And Andy moves forward.
You know what? I was going to say over the mental link. I wonder if you could punch through that barrier blocking the bookshelf.
Make him break his
No.
own shop.
So I'm looking through Lily's inventory to see if she has anything she wants to get, autographed, quote unquote, punched by this guy. Shoot, I don't really have.
Your head.
I mean, that's.
I'm warning
Your
you.
other
There's
head.
literally a 5% chance that he will one-shot you.
You have death. You have death ward on you.
Do I?
Death Ward doesn't stop Holy Avenger. Does it?
Unholy Avenger.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It actually bypasses it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
the wording of Death Ward is.
If I roll a
that-
natural 20, explode.
I
I'm
really
just
want him to
imagine-
punch me. I want to see how hard he is.
Yes, Lily's kind of the same way, but she's also smarter than that.
Is she?
I mean,
I mean, having
smart-
a fist print as
So-
your like an emblem that you can paint around it.
Lily, do you have any spare sheets of metal?
I think she would. I'd consider that as part of the materials to craft shit.
Absolutely. So you pull out a sheet of metal?
Oh no, she pulls out several sheets of metal, but stacks them together because like get that extra thickness in.
Oh, wow. This seems lighter than iron. Are you sure about this? It seems pretty brittle by comparison to iron. And this is steel. It is way stronger than iron.
I smelted it myself, so hopefully it's stronger than iron. and
Wait,
if
you made
not,
all
well,
these?
Yeah, I'm a bit of a magic item maker, artificer.
Oh, that is so cool.
Thank you.
Oh, my daughter's been thinking about going to school for like maidhood and stuff like that, but she got this condition. The doctor doesn't speak anymore, but he said it's ADHD.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, so I was thinking maybe something a bit more hands-on for her as a kid might be good for her,
You know what? Artificing's a lot like that, and you know what? I would be honored if, like, once my business and stuff is done, I could tutor your daughter, see, and if she's still
Let's take
interested.
this one step at a time. I like you guys plenty, and doing business is perfectly fine, but I'm not introducing you to my fucking daughter.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to
Understood.
overstep.
Oh, you're fine. It's fine. It's just, I gotta be protective. If
Of
people
course.
wanted to manipulate me, that'd be really the only way they could.
Understandable, but hopefully these sheets of metal should be enough
All right.
to not totally explode.
Cool. How many sheets of metal are you using?
So I don't know how many sheets it is, like in terms of the price, but where's my little thing here?
Yeah, you give me the
Crafting
gold
supplies.
price, and I'll tell you how thick.
I'll say let's go 400.
400
pieces
gold.
worth.
We're looking at about 5 inches thick.
That's a nice amount of inch, I think.
All right. So you want me just to punch all of them at the same time? You gonna hold it up for me?
Oh yeah, and
Got it.
Lily is holding, like, I don't know if you've seen people in the like boxing gyms or whatever, but they've got the big pad that they use to help block the kicks and stuff, but to help the fighter practice it.
Mhm.
Lily's holding the sheets of metal kind of like that,
In
which-
front of your chest.
more or less. This is probably gonna hurt Lily too.
I will forewarn you, the 20 rule is still gonna apply for your chest.
You know what? Worth it.
Okay.
This is how Lily fucking dies.
Oh,
Holy shit!
And this is
Lily.
where we find out his crit range is 19 to 20.
He still has to roll the 20 to do it. He steps up to you, Lily, places his hand over his fist, and as he does, you hear this very loud cracking sound, and you see veins and muscles in an arm you've never seen before in anybody. As he begins cocking it back, twisting his core, I need you to give me a charisma saving throw.
In a good way or a bad way? Okay.
You still every instinct in your body to get the fuck away from this man, as you see just a flicker of the gladiator he was and still is appear, and everybody else hears this that lifts Lily off of her feet by about 6 inches and caves in her chest slightly through all of the metal. As you are going to take half of the 40 points of bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ!
I was gonna say, with that much bludgeoning damage, I think Lily would have also instinctively known the way to help stop some of that force is to not be a wall, but be with it. So she'll leave her feet. So can she go crashing out the front window or something?
Oh, absolutely. You go tumbling into the streets, slamming back right next to Pratap, and he just looks at you. Do you need my intervention?
Oh no, I just got the. She holds up what's left of the sheet of metal. I
Yeah,
guess.
he severed that in half. Your chest cavities caved in with an indent of his fist. Are you still alive? I'm sorry. Did I go a little too hard on that one? I'm sorry.
I'm
You
okay.
just seemed like
Thank
you
you.
really wanted me to give you the authentic experience.
That was very great. Thank you.
Oh, hey, look, you got my signature. And he'll help pick you up. You all right? How many fingers am I
yes.
holding up? And he holds up 4.
4.
Oh, that's... See, you're perfectly fine. I thought I hit you way harder than that. You know, that metal is kind of hard. And he looks at his fist, which does have, like, little shrapnels of steel stuck in his fist. Wow.
You know, I asked over the mental link to Dendo. Do you want to see if he can leave an indent in your armor at all? I'd be willing to pay if he's willing to do it.
We're just asking to get ourselves killed by this guy.
Do it!
No,
Do it!
The opportunity has been ruined.
Oh. All right. Damn. Well, I'll tell you guys, looking forward to seeing you all again, and hopefully your conversations with your friend goes very well. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix up this door. Mr. Orr person, since your guest broke my door, will you be paying for the fixes?
Oh,
He just blinks twice and hands over one of the coins.
no, I can do that.
It is
and-
fine. This is our custom. He will pay him. Yeah, it's the customs. Looks like I'm gonna be doing some laundering this week.
Jesus. You mean laundry,
With
right?
money?
All right, guys, you have a good time.
Lily's gonna mental link with Tulsha. Well, I guess everyone here. Hey Tulsha, how soon could you get in contact with the captain about this meeting and stuff? Because we are on a time schedule.
Adjusting for time zones, what would the time in the Empire be right now?
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna like make a bot that keeps track of time in game.
You probably should.
It's Europe at
You
this
better.
point.
So at this point, you're probably past noon, an hour or two, walking through the city. Remember, it is twice the size of Iman, and Iman is like 1.5 New Yorks. It's fucking huge. I would say over in Rexingtrim, you're probably looking at dawn.
Okay, I will.
Oh.
Yeah,
dawn.
I would give it an hour or two, just because it's about dawn over there, and then I'll reach out to the captain of the Ascending, as I don't want to wake him up too early, you know? So, if that's all right, Joey, can I wait an hour or two and then start doing the Ascending?
Yeah, absolutely.
This everything?
Yeah. You want to be nice. However, Pretep will come over to you, Lily, starts examining the wound. Did you really ask him to punch you after everything that I told you about him?
I mean, let's put it this way. I'm pretty smart, but I'm also very impulsive.
This is normal for her.
You are crazy.
That's what I've been told too.
Oh, it's a charming feature.
Over the mental link. God damn it, he's so smooth.
It's charming when it doesn't get us in trouble. When it does, our default response is, "Damn it, Lily."
God damn it, Lily. Yeah, you guys have said that canonically way too much. So, he will take you... Oh, go ahead.
So no, I was just saying as it should be, as a comment. I'm sorry.
He will take you all out to this Zanzibar that they have, which are these refreshing drinks made out of freshly squeezed citrus fruits with a small hint of mint added in. And they had like these large canopies for you to go underneath as well, just to allow you guys a place to relax and drink and cool off under the beating sun that is over your heads. You wait a couple of hours drinking your Zanzibars, and after that amount of time, you shoot out your sending. Shoot it.
Oh,
Can I take some of those hours to read some of this book?
Absolutely. Which book?
The Tome of Clear Thought.
Oh, yeah. We'll say 2 hours, okay?
Okay.
Make sure you're keeping track of the number of days as well as the number of hours, because you have to do it within a certain number of days, but you have to do a certain number of hours within those days.
I have to do
will...
48 hours within 7 days, right?
I believe. Let's look in the compendium.
I thought it was 72 over 7. Because the second you start reading, that's when your timer starts.
48 hours within 6 days. And this is the first time you started, right?
Yes.
Okay, please mark that down. 2 hours. But yeah, that's a lot of fucking reading you have to get done.
Yep.
And you can just choose to take your levels of exhaustion and read through the night if need be.
Probably gonna have to do that at least once.
There's another wizard and a half here. Because that counts as half a wizard compared to the rest of you.
Right.
Hey, she's a high-level wizard, just not compared to y'all.
She knows Fireball.
Oh,
I
she
will start
doesn't.
the sending to Good morning, Captain. I'm in Marquette, and I have offered a connection to... Did I get the right word?
Tyson Miguel.
Tyson Miguel, and he would like to possibly arrange a, in his words, he said daddy-daughter, like, get-together, right?
Yeah, daddy-daughter play date.
A daddy-daughter playdate to talk over further business, and he would like to know what a good day for that would be. He is very family-oriented.
Well, hopefully the captain knows who this is. Otherwise, you're getting excommunicated for breaching he has living family.
Oh, he knows Tolsha at this point. You guys have talked back and forth enough.
Yeah, he knows that I wouldn't just offer this up to anyone without a good reason.
Yeah. Roll me persuasion at advantage because, you know, you saved his daughter.
I will guidance myself. Persuasion.
It probably also is a good excuse for the captain to be like, oh yeah, you know what? I was meaning to get some connections in Marquette anyways.
19.
19.
You should organize a way for us to discuss this in person. Either bring me there, or you come here. Regardless, further details are required. You haven't outright failed, but you didn't hit the DC of him going, bitchin', let's go.
Okay. To further, I will look to Lily. Is your Helm of Teleportation still active?
No, that's one of the reasons why I said that we should rest at the Lyceum, but we were rushed for time.
I have a teleportation circle ready if you need, and I can just get us to Rexentrum if you need to get to Rexentrum.
The thing is getting back. Oh. Oh god, there wouldn't be a good place for a word of recall here, would there?
You're looking for a location that has close ties to family.
And what better place than the unearthed finds and curiosities owned by the family man
You know?
No,
Can I-
no, it doesn't. You can ask it to set one up in the future, but as of now, no, that's no. And you didn't set up a church here in on Corel, did you? Yeah.
Not yet.
No. I will ask. I just sorry. Patrap, or or Partap. I'm sorry. I'm
You're good.
Partap.
There's been a lot
there-
of NPCs lately.
Yeah. If there's a
Pratap.
place, Partap. If there's a place in the city that would fit those requirements.
The sense of family is a very deep-rooted thing here inside of our city. However, I do not think there's any one location that is specific to that in a religious manner, unfortunately. Are you looking to return here of the same day or a different one?
Preferably same day, but I can do tomorrow if there's no other choice. I would not.
Quick question. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
When we talked to him, it sounded like he doesn't have something on tap and he's going to look for something, ergo it's not part of the auction tonight.
He said that he probably has something along the lines of what you are looking for, and he will entertain your offer once you all,
I mean, we also
provide
just
something
need,
proof.
I was gonna say we just need access to the auction, right? Just like, hey, can we join this auction as one of the potential auctioneer people?
Correct. But this piece, as it was expressed to you before, this is a conversation piece, not an auction piece.
Ah,
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So it might get sold tonight, it might not, but, Or, sorry, it's not getting sold tonight, but that is when the auction is happening.
Mhm.
To be fair, the professor didn't think that you guys would do very well trying to just have a conversation with somebody.
what? That's crazy.
Shows him.
Yeah, I know.
Well-
First time for everything.
And all it cost was a dent in my armor.
Miriam, I could go to Rexitrum and return tomorrow, and possibly even use the communication method to transmit wording of of our contact to Lily to then give over to Tyson. Correct?
If this is going to be an official trade thing, we're probably not going to... I don't think it's... Can a sealed envelope be thrown into that travel method?
What, by...
The fire paper.
No, it has to be just a piece of parchment. All it is literally the paper. That's it.
Alright, so we would need him to sign something. He would sign some kind of sigil on a piece of paper.
I'll find a way to bring him here.
That's easy. Getting him back is the... Actually, getting him here and back is pretty damn easy now that we're here and we have shit that was made here.
Which is why I was seeing if I could somehow get the word of recall to work. You know what?
I still have teleport today. We thought we used it before, but we had the robes.
Yeah.
And Thildor teleported us here, so I still have my 7th up.
Do you still have a teleportation circle?
I should. I have the one in both of the ones in the both of them in Rexington proper.
Do you think they would be mad if we just teleported to the school and then out? Actually, who's in charge of the Rexitrup school now, if we know?
It is the husband to Headmaster Lyceum. He and his eldest daughter are taking care of it. Argan's sister.
Can I do a quick sending to him asking if it's okay for myself and Professor Miriam to teleport to that circle? in Rexentrum?
Absolutely. Feel free whenever you need.
Awesome. We have permission to teleport to their circle in Rexentrum, Miriam.
All right. I keep reading the P,
Pratap.
but you keep saying
Pratap.
Ratap.
It's Pratap.
Pratap.
Pratap. Yeah.
Give us a moment. We should be back in a couple hours in this exact spot. If
Very
you want to
well.
get something to eat, go ahead.
I will wait for all of you to return.
Right,
Here
actually,
is your
there enough room-
backpack,
is
and
there
he'll hand
enough-
it back to her.
We'll see if they have a bag of holding we can get you over next Trump.
Yeah, sorry we're going back and forth so much. Got him. I forgot her name. C. starts with a C.
Cosette.
Cosette. Cosette.
I
we're
mean,
just
only Miriam and I need to head over there. The rest of you guys can stay here.
So what you're saying is we can have a time relaxing in Marquette, enjoying the sights while you attend to the business we need to attend to.
Yes.
I'm gonna do my own thing then.
Wait, what do you have to do here?
I'm not gonna tell you, Daddy.
Okay, whoever is going to Rexingtrum, circles drawn.
All right. Tolsha, Miriam, and potentially the other guy. Boop, teleport away. The other two, you are choosing to stay here, and potentially the other guy as well. And we're probably going to call this session here, everybody. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had a fantastic time. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.